everybody, I'm Jackie, the Sewing Pastor's wife, and this is Friday Sews. I am so glad to be back, and I think I'm really back for a while because I've gotten most of the stuff done for our discipleship program at church, which is kind of what's held me back from being able to sew, being able to do basically anything else. So anyway, I'm so glad to be back. I have so much to share with you today. But first, I want to give a shout out to Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room. Thank you so much for starting this hashtag. It has literally changed my life. I've probably said that before, but it's true. It has literally changed my life. It has put sewing in a whole new perspective for me. I've been so encouraged by watching all the other Friday Sews videos. I mean, I watched them for years before I started making videos, and I guess I found it, I don't even know, but like so many people, I started sewing during COVID time, really sewing because I'd sewed before off and on my whole life. But anyway, the Friday Sews videos are my favorite thing. And so I have not even been able to watch Fridays. Okay, I shouldn't say I haven't been able to. I haven't watched the Friday Sews videos during my downtime because I knew it would just make me want to sew. And I wasn't in a place where I had the time to sew. Just anyway. So I did not watch any Friday Sews videos. I missed them, but I've been trying to catch up. So I don't like to watch things out of order. So I have gone back to all the places I subscribe and have been slowly working through, and I didn't realize how many videos I'd missed. It's a lot, y'all. So I'm trying to get those caught up. But anyway, Jen, thank you for creating this hashtag. I didn't mean to go off on that whole rant or whatever that was. I didn't mean to say all that. So let's talk about sewing because I have a lot to talk about. So what I worked on this week, I've actually worked on a ton of things this week, starting with the Love Notions Sloan sweater. Sorry, that's not flattering at all to do that. Sorry. So it is not complete yet because I'll tell you in a minute. This is it. This is just some cheap Walmart bundle fabric. It's super soft. I don't really know what it is. It's got like this fleecy inside. I don't know. I don't know enough to know. But I did a pretty bang up job on, okay, I just found a hole. So maybe I didn't do a pretty bang up job. Anyway, this came together really easily. It's kind of shapeless on me. I don't know if it's a little bit big, possibly. I made it in a large. Y'all know if you've watched my channel that I frequently make things way too big, but I took my measurements before I started this. And I don't know if I mentioned this before. Let me just give you an update. I have lost 45 pounds since I started with Weight Watchers in April 3rd to be exact. I've lost 45 pounds, which is amazing. And I have some more to go. But anyway, I have lost, you can't see because the camera's not there, but I have lost a lot of inches right here. Okay, a lot. And I'm not mad about it at all. I am definitely not mad about it. So anyway, it's helped clothes fit better. But this sweater, when I actually finish it, I'm going to put it on. So hopefully I'll have that. I mean, I should have that for you next week. And y'all can tell me what the deal is, where I need to go. Because it does some stuff here under my arms. And I feel like it's just too big. Probably too big. Anyway, this is going to because this was the inexpensive Walmart fabric that I've had for a really long time. I wasn't too worried about it. It's just the dry run for my French terry that I bought in August. That's nice fabric that costs more. So I don't want to waste it. And anyway, so I made that. I've got to hem it. That's what I'm waiting for. I've got to hem it. And I did not have the fabric or the thread this color, but I've gotten some since. And so I'm going to be hemming that this next week. Okay, and then my second thing, because I've lost so much weight, my pajama pants have been literally falling off of me, like literally falling off. So I saw in my Martha Stewart craft book that I bought a while ago, it had some PJ pants in it. So I was like, I'm going to make those. That's cute. I mean, it's simple. It's very basic pattern. And when it has a DVD, no, a CD with the PDF patterns on it that came with the book, but I was like, let me look it up online. And sure enough, she had it online, so I didn't have to find a DVD, CD thing. My computer doesn't have that. I have an external CD drive, so I was gonna have to find that, dig it out, all that. And I was like, let me just see if there's a pattern online for Martha Stewart. So there was, and it said it was wide-legged pants, drawstring pants. Y'all, these pants are so wide-legged. And I am 5 feet tall. I have short legs. They look stupid. I don't have a picture of me in them. I should have taken one. I don't care if they look stupid though, because nobody except the people in this house are ever going to see these pajamas probably, so it's fine. But yeah, they're not flattering, but they're not falling off. So there's that. But anyway, I got this pretty flannel from Joann this last week, and I love it. I think it's so pretty, so fall. And I made this pattern, but I will probably not make this pattern again. I mean, I guess I could make it smaller, and definitely it's literally 2 pieces, a front and a back. So I could make it less wide-legged. But anyway, I'm real happy with them anyhow. I've slept in them. I was worried that I might get a little bit hot while I was sleeping, but I didn't that night. So anyway, I've worn them and I love them. So I made that. And then also in that same trip to Joann, I had my granddaughter Eloise. She's 4. She'll be 5 in December. So I took her with me and I said, I want to pick you out. I can't remember if I told her what I was going to make her, but she ended up deciding she wanted a dress. So I made her the Lil LDT from Love Notions, and isn't that so precious? She really wanted like pink and sparkly, glittery, sequiny fabric. Every time she saw anything like that, she was like, oh, and I said, well, that's not quite what we need for the dress. So anyway, we didn't make that. So I, of course, had trouble with the neckband, as always, and I am now seeing another spot that does not look awesome. But at the same time, this dress is a little bit snug on her, so I don't think she's going to get to wear it more than a couple times. So I'm not too worried about the neckband. It's fine. Actually, I think probably steaming it is going to help most of it, except for this one spot here. But anyway, she is really cute. I'll put a picture, a photo in, since I'm sitting so close to the camera and it's hard to see it. So I've been busy this week in my sewing room and it felt so good. So usually I talk about what I made and what I purchased. And so I'd like to talk about what I purchased. Actually, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to insert a clip right here and show you. Here we go. Okay, so the UPS truck is like 0.7 miles away from me. I'm following it on live delivery. It's actually at a pharmacy that's on the same street as my house, and so close, so close. I cannot wait. I'm so excited right now. Anyway, I know you guys understand, right? You don't think I'm totally crazy. I hope the UPS guy doesn't think I'm totally crazy. I'm gonna try to be calm when he gets here, but I'm not sure it's gonna happen. Okay, so he did not, in fact, come to my house after going to the pharmacy. He has been all over the place, been to some other houses, he's been to the middle school, he's been to the elementary school. I live in a small town, so he's not very far. He's still not very far away, but he's a little further away than he was when I last filmed. So I am trying to make myself do something productive. It's not happening. I can't. I'm just too antsy. So I'm sitting out here on the patio because the day is absolutely a stunner. And so I've got my iPad out here and I'm just gonna watch YouTube videos and hit the refresh button on the little map so I can see where he is. But anyway, it's coming. It's gonna be here today. It's gonna be here soon, right? Please tell me yes, because I'm wasting my whole day here. Why am I like this? I'm like a little kid. Anyway, okay, I'll check back with you soon, guys. He's literally at my church right now. If I'd had it delivered there, I'd be having it right now. My husband's there. I just texted him and said, hey, run out and get it. He's not going to, of course, but anyway, he's at the church. So, still waiting. Made some lunch. I'm straight going crazy. Anyway, come on, UPS guy. I'm good. I've been stalking you. Guys, is she not the most beautiful thing? Cannot believe that she is mine. So I've been saving for a machine for 3 years, a little over 3 years. Like during COVID lockdown, when I started sewing and started watching all the sewing videos, I quickly realized that my Singer Stylist, I think that's what the thing is, $125 machine was okay and it was fine and it worked, but it wasn't gonna last me a long, long time. And so I started saving money here and there from when I house sit sometimes for a family from our church. I think I've maybe talked about that. Actually, I've done Friday Sews videos from their house, yes. So I saved that money. Any little money that I got, I just kind of put it away, and it's been taking me forever. Then I had to use some for something else. Anyway, it's taken me a really long time. But I don't know, maybe 3 months ago or so, there's a young couple in our church, and I'm kind of mentoring her. And so we were in the wife. So we were in the car together and going somewhere. And somehow she started telling me about door dashing, that she and her husband door dashed to make money because she loves the beach. So they go to the beach like 4 times a year. And I kind of always wondered, how in the world is this young couple affording to go to the beach 4 times a year? Now I know they would door dash. And so they would each go, like she would go, he would go separately. They DoorDash and then they save that money for their vacation. And I was like, I should do that. And then I thought, oh my goodness, this is how I can finish out saving for my new sewing machine. And so I kept procrastinating because I was super nervous about DoorDashing. And then I started watching YouTube videos because y'all know you can learn anything by watching a YouTube video. So then I was like, I can totally do this. So the first weekend in October, I went door dashing and I made like $53. I was so excited. And I was like, okay, I can do this. And so I went the next weekend and I made $116. I just went one day. And then this past weekend, I was like, I told my husband, I was like, okay, if I can make $200, then I only need $100 more. I was thinking if I could make $100 Friday, $100 Saturday, then I would only need another $100 and I'd have enough to buy the machine. And he was like, if you get $200 this weekend, just order the machine because you know you're gonna get the $100 the next weekend. So I was like, okay. So I did. I got actually like $230 last weekend that I made door dashing. And so, oh, by the way, I should probably explain what door dashing is in case you live somewhere where they don't have door dashing. So it's a delivery service. I am doing the food delivery. There is some shopping delivery, like you go to like the drugstore or grocery store or Target. I don't know. I don't know all the places because I haven't done that yet. But and then you deliver it. And so DoorDash pays you a very small fee, and then the customer tips you on top of that. And then the offers come into your phone and you decide if it's worth you doing. Like for example, you might get a bad tipper and they're like $3.25 you're going to make to drive 10 miles. Well, you don't want to do that, because that you're going to be paying to deliver their food basically when it comes to gas prices. Then plus you're so far out that you are out of the zone for the next call to get an offer to DoorDash. So anyway, I'm sorry, I should have explained that right at the beginning, but so that's what I've been doing. I've been doing food deliveries, and I didn't expect it to be fun, but it's actually pretty fun. I have to drive to the town because we live in a small town. So I drive to a town that's about 25 minutes away. And usually I make it worthwhile. Like I go do my grocery shopping or whatever while I'm there. I don't or do something. Like if I have a reason to go, I make honestly, I make a reason to go. But you just go and you wait for it to come into your phone. You go pick it up from the restaurant and drop it off. It's amazing. And sometimes people just have you leave it at their door. You don't even have to talk to people. But then sometimes people are like, hand it to me. And then I'm always like, But you know what? People are happy when you're bringing them food. So it's fun. I've had the best time. So anyway, I've made quite a bit of money. And so anyway, that's how I got this sewing machine. So I've named her Gracie because Gracie is the name of the girl that has told me about DoorDashing. So I was like, I have to name it after her. So I have Gracie is this, and then Linda is my serger. So anyway, I have her and I've been using her. I got her on Wednesday, and so I have been using her. I think I've done a little something every day, and I love her. It's wonderful. It's amazing. So anyway, I bought that, and I bought a couple patterns, and by a couple, I mean 3. I guess it's a new pattern company called Rivet Patterns. I'll link it in the description below. But I saw somebody else, can't think of who it was. I think it was maybe on Instagram, had bought her pattern, the Alpine sweatshirt pattern. And I was like, okay, I probably have something like that already, but I'm going to buy it anyway because I loved whatever I saw on Instagram. So I bought that. And then Love Notions came out with 2 new sweatshirts / hoodies for men and for kids. So I bought that. I bought 3 patterns this week. I think I just bought 3. I tried to look, but I didn't see anything else that I bought. But I'm just really into hyper sewing mode right now, thanks to the fact that I now am able to have the time, but also because of her. So I've got that. And then I bought a book. Excuse me while I go get it, because I forgot to bring it over here. So I don't know if I've talked about on this channel or if I just talked about on Instagram, but it's called Stitch. It's by Jen Rich. Stitch by Jen Rich. And it has got some of the cutest little patterns in here for things like an apron, pillows, bags, just really cute stuff. And so I decided I had to have that, especially now that I have this machine. You know, I needed to have some definite woven fabrics to work on so I could really use her to her greatest advantage. So I had to buy that. And that's all I bought, right? Oh, I bought a binder, but that's not here yet. So I will be able to show you that next week. And then I wanted to mention, what did I do with it? Oh my word. Guys, you can tell I haven't done a Friday Sews video for a while. Okay, so when I did the drawstring, hang on a second. When I did the drawstring for my pajamas, I knew that I had bought this thing. This is the second time I've lost it. Oh, here it is, it fell on the floor. Okay, so I knew that I had to do a drawstring. You know, you gotta pull it through the casing and all that stuff. So I remembered that I had bought this. Let's see if you can see it. It is not focusing, there we go. This bodkin from Clover. I bought this, y'all. This thing is awesome. I mean, I'm not super surprised that it's awesome, but at the same time, I'm super surprised how awesome it actually is. It was a dream to work with. So anyway, it was way better than fooling with safety pins and stuff. Anyway, get yourself one of these because it's really great. I'll put a link in the description below about that. Okay, so that's all my sewing. Let me talk a little bit about life. Honestly, there hasn't been a lot of life. I have been working on our discipleship curriculum for the church. It's almost done. I'm down to a point now where I can work on it a little bit at a time for this semester, and it's fine. I'm not going crazy like I was. All of our discipleship, people who are going through discipleship in our church, have been placed in D groups. That is actually what was really so hard, was trying to coordinate everybody's schedule to when they could meet, where they could meet. Oh my goodness, y'all, that was too much. But anyway, I may have talked about this on this channel before a couple weeks ago, and if I did, I'm so sorry. But anyway, they're all done. Everybody's got their group. Their groups have started. It's going awesome. And that's basically all I've done. That and this week I've sewed. That is all I've done. This next week on Wednesday, I am going to my mom's. She lives in Georgia, and I will not be able to take my, I mean, I could take my sewing machine. She doesn't have a good place. And I just want to focus on spending some time with my mom and my grandmother and my dad. They all live together in the same house. And anyway, I'm going to go spend some time with them. So I will not get too much sewing done before I film a video, because I'm going to film a video on Tuesday before I go, so we'll be ready for Friday, because that, first of all, it's just going to make me make time to sew maybe the rest of today and into Sunday, because tomorrow I'm going door dashing because I need to finish that last $100 to pay off. Actually, it's not quite $100 because I made more than that, but anyway, whatever I have to finish off this sewing machine. I'm so grateful for. Did y'all see that fly? What was that? Yeah, it's a fly. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, that's it, because my life's been pretty not that exciting. I mean, this is exciting, but not much else has been going on. So I wanted to leave you with a verse today. Again, I'm so sorry for sticking my face in there, but y'all, I'm so glad to be back with you. I've missed this so much. So Philippians 4, 6, and 7 is two of my favorite verses in the whole Bible. And here's what it says. Don't worry about anything. Don't worry about anything. But in everything, through prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. Now, another version says, do not be anxious about anything. And I don't know if you're aware of this, but we are living in a time where anxiety is, everybody's talking about it. Everybody's experiencing it. And so that verse was written thousands of years ago, and it's so relevant to today. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, big things, small things, and everything in between, pray. That's it. That's such a simple answer to the worries that we face in this world. However, I can tell you from personal experience that praying and letting God into your worries and your stresses and your anxieties, just letting him in brings such a level of comfort and peace, like it talks about, that I don't know why I stupidly sometimes don't just go to prayer first. Why? I have been a believer for a really long time, and still it is a struggle for me. I just freak out instead of praying. But God is good, God is faithful, and God is able, and his word is true. And so when I follow the word and this little plan that he's laid out for me, it changes my perspective on everything. It doesn't always change my circumstances. I wish it did, but it doesn't. In fact, I say it doesn't usually change my circumstances, but there is something that happens when you pray and you leave it at Jesus' feet that changes and brings in this supernatural peace that is completely unexplainable. The peace that passes all understanding. It's unexplainable, but it happens. I've experienced it myself. So anyway, I just want to leave you that. That's Philippians 4, 6, and 7. Also, if you're wondering what I'm wearing, it's just a shirt from the store, which reminds me, I've just learned about the high street. So I watch a lot of sewers sewist from the UK. And they kept talking about high street. Well, I didn't know what that meant. Because to me, it meant like high fashion, because high street. But actually, it just means stuff you can buy at the store, right? I mean, I looked it up, but UK people, can you confirm that to me? It's just like what you can buy in the store. So anyway, this came from the high street. So there. It's nothing I made. Actually, I need to make some. Look, I mean, even this is getting so big. Sorry, that's my bra strap. That's rude. It's inappropriate. Anyway, I've got to make so many things because I have lost weight and none of my clothes fit. I'm very thankful. I am not complaining, but I really need to get sewing. So my plans for this next week aren't many. I want to finish that Sloan sweater. I maybe am going to attempt with the French terry to make that sweatshirt because it's going to get really cold here next week. And where my mom lives, it won't be much different. So like it's going down into the 20s next week. So I'm like, I need to get some clothes. But you know what? When you're cold, you don't really care if stuff is too big. You just wear it because you just want to be warm. So, but if I have to go out in public, I'd like to have clothes that fit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't think that's too much to ask. So y'all, it's been so good to be back with you. I look forward to your comments in the comment section. Check out the description check out, is it the description box? Yes, for anything that I talked about that you might want to look into further. And y'all have a great week. Happy sewing. I hope you get to sew a lot this weekend, and I will see you next week.